My name is Kamran. I've been following cryptocurrency since about 2013. I've become really latched onto it over the last 6 to 12 months. And in that time, I've become the go-to person among my friends and peers about anything relating to cryptocurrency, whether it's getting set up to buy or sell, mining, and so on. It's been a great learning experience, and the purpose of this tutorial, along with the many others I plan on making, is to just share what I've learned. By no means am I giving any financial advice, just enabling people with the information they need to get involved. My goal is to release tutorials that keep up with new developments in both tooling and technologies for buying and selling cryptocurrencies. And my hope is to be able to deliver the most amount of important content in the least amount of time. So I'm going for typically videos that are under 5 minutes to keep your attention span, but also providing you exactly what you need. That said, go ahead and get started with the first video, just a high-level overview of what cryptocurrency is. So I'm calling my lecture Cryptocurrency 101. Original, I know. So at a high level, cryptocurrency. What is cryptocurrency? It's a digital currency that you can transact in and you can also trade. So examples of these include Bitcoin and Ether. What isn't cryptocurrency? I think this is really important. People often mix up cryptocurrency and blockchains. The reality is they're two different things that are typically related. So you've got blockchain ledgers, and each blockchain ledger has its own currency, cryptocurrency that's associated with it. So as an example, the Bitcoin currency, that belongs to the Bitcoin blockchain. The Ether currency, that belongs to the Ethereum blockchain. And that dichotomy is important because a lot of people get mixed up. They think just because blockchain technology is thriving, that's going to mean the same for cryptocurrency. That's not necessarily the same. And it's not true. For example, companies like Microsoft and IBM, they're putting a lot of money into developing blockchain technologies, but they're not putting that money into the cryptocurrency itself. Another caveat to keep in mind is, cryptocurrency, it's not one type of digital currency. You're not going to have hundreds of these cryptocurrencies follow just one type of rule or set of parameters. You've got cryptocurrencies that are legitimate stores of value. You have cryptocurrencies that are scams or Ponzi schemes, and that's just the nature of the game. We're still, what people will say, in the Wild West with cryptocurrency. There's little to no regulation, so there's going to be a lot of sketchy folks out there trying to make a quick buck. And a lot of cryptocurrencies are also securities, so for the ones that are securities, you have to be aware of the implications that you might be getting tied up in. So these are some things to keep in mind as you get familiar with this digital currency. So why does cryptocurrency matter? This is really a mix of both my opinion and some loose data points. At a high level, blockchain technology and cryptocurrency are becoming more widely adopted. You've got blockchain technology becoming more popular for large companies and startups to start using and developing. And because of that positive press, you've got more attention being drawn towards the cryptocurrencies world. And the thing about blockchain technology, which supports cryptocurrencies, is that it's distributed and decentralized. So as an example, what that means is instead of having a bank or a government deal in brokering of transactions, you have a protocol or network that does it instead. And that protocol or network is typically distributed across, let's say like Bitcoin, across thousands of computers, maybe even hundreds of thousands of computers. And those computers that typically belong to people or entities are just busy processing and validating every transaction that comes through on the blockchain. And this in turn creates transaction services that are cheaper and more reliable than what you get using a third party. And then just looking at the numbers, between January and November 2017, the cryptocurrency market cap has gone from $40 billion to more than $200 billion. And we're talking, that's like, I think, math in my head, that's like 500% growth at least. So it's growing. To get involved with cryptos, there are a lot of things you need, and a lot of things you have to keep in mind, but I'll keep it simple. You're gonna need a digital wallet or digital wallets that support your cryptocurrencies of choice. What that means is if you want to buy Bitcoin, you gotta have a Bitcoin wallet. If you want to get Ethereum, you gotta have Ethereum wallet, and so on. I'll go into more detail about the intricacies of wallets in a separate tutorial video. And then of course you have to buy those cryptocurrencies, and the way to do that is you start off with typically fiat. So you need to get, if you want to get like these major coins like Ether and Bitcoin, or like Litecoin, you gotta open up an account on a major exchange like Gemini and Coinbase. To get involved in the altcoins, so like the smaller coins, you need accounts for the smaller exchanges for purchasing them. So I've kind of gotten smaller notes, like major exchange accounts, like I mentioned, Gemini and Coinbase. You have to initially fund those with either a bank account or PayPal. And then smaller exchanges, you don't fund those with fiat. You end up having to fund those using other larger coins. So you might send Bitcoin to a smaller exchange from your Bitcoin wallet or from your Coinbase account. And then you take that Bitcoin on those smaller exchanges and trade it for those smaller coins. So that's typically what that flow looks like. So that's essentially it for my Cryptocurrency 101 tutorials. My upcoming videos, I'll go more into detail about getting the wallets set up, getting your exchange account set up, and then kind of the things you should know when using any of those, and the kind of best practices. I hope this was helpful. If you have feedback, please feel free to provide it. If you have questions about anything I covered or didn't cover, let me know. Thanks, and bye.